Please. There was some people that I had to promote. I promoted some stuff on this podcast. I ain't get no promotion in return. Mind you, I'm free. I will promote your stuff for free. That's why I had to stop that. I had to stop them promotions. Because I'm like, y'all ain't gonna sit there. I ain't gonna sit there promoting for free. No, you gonna promote my ass too. And just know that's just the moral of this conversation that I'm saying right now. Nobody owe you anything. Nobody owes you a damn thing. This is the Darren Green Show. Anyway, welcome to the Darren Green Show. I'm your host, Darren Green, here to give you another stellar podcast. You know, we're back at it again. I have to record very early on into this week, which I hate doing because I know there's always going to be something that comes up that is just not going to be talked about on this podcast because I'm too early in the game. But there are things that I have to do, things that I have to attend to before I get into this podcast. And this week I really couldn't record on Thursday like I wanted to because there's things that have to be done. So it's going to be an early podcast. You'll probably get an early after show. Okay? So don't be too mad now. But before we get into anything, if you're listening to this podcast on iTunes, Google Play, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also give me a 5-star rating and also give me a little comment because I want to know how do you guys feel about this show? Because I need some more interaction, like I said. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TDJSOfficial. Hey YouTube, how you doing? That's if anyone listens on there anymore. But we're here. I have to get this off my chest because this has been, this whole conversation, this whole past couple of days and people saying certain stuff about what. You already know what we're going to be talking about today. Nicki Minaj is the hot topic today. Okay. And we're going to get into the intro for a little bit. I'm going to talk about other things for right now. Then we're going to get into the hot topics. So if you just want to listen to me talk about Queen Radio, I will have somewhere in the description of wherever you're getting this, I will put in the time where you can skip. Okay? I'll help you out today, chat, because I really want you guys to hear what I have to say about that whole mess that happened yesterday, meaning Monday. So let's just get into a little bit of the intro. Got a little bit of updates. Like I said, I'm still doing the giveaway. Now, that giveaway is still going on. I'm not getting no replies. I'm not getting no DMs. I'm telling you, I'm giving away a tripod that can be used on a smartphone, camera, you name it. Okay, it's got like one of those remote Bluetooth remotes, so you can sit there and turn on the camera, turn off the camera. You get what I'm saying as you're doing your content. So, like I said, it's worth $40 on Amazon, and you can get it for free if you do something for me. Please hit me up on TDS Official with proof that you have downloaded the shows and that you're subscribed in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so please, let's get this started. I'm really pumped about these giveaways. And whoever does get it, the first person that sends me their information will get it. And I will just ask for you to send me your address, and we'll go from there with sending you your tripod. I also got other stuff that's coming on the way. I'm just waiting for this tripod to go. Or I could sell it, child. If I don't get this, if I don't get a DM between this week or the next week, I'm about to just sell this shit. Let me tell you. But anyway, let's just move on. So I was going to try to do this on Wednesday, or try to record this on Wednesday right when I come back from the NYC trip. That's why I have it labeled on here to talk about it. But I feel like once I go to New York and I come back, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be tired. I'm not going to feel like doing this. And the energy that I have for this is not going to be there how I want it to be. Because this is what I want to say for these topics. I want to, I'm passionate about it. So we're going to get into it. So that's also with Pose too, because Pose is supposed to come on later tonight, which this is, not much to talk about. All right. I wanted to talk about the Jerry O show because I've seen I watched the first 5 minutes of that shit. Let me tell you something. Wendy, what you doing? I already knew this was gonna be trash, and then he had a nerve to sit there and do Hot Topics. Are you kidding me? Hot Topics? As if you can do Hot Topics. I love Wendy to death, and I wanted to make sure I mention this again, even though I talked about this before. But me actually seeing that, I had to adjust my seat right there. He is literally taking your slot, and once the Wendy Williams show is going now, she over here getting interviewed by TMZ. She's saying the show ends where I ended. I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't know, because you're saying you have some big announcement. It ain't good. It come on. So when I was watching it, I'm like, okay, maybe he's doing something else. Maybe it's gonna be like another Megan and Kelly, or not Megan. I said Megan, Kelly and whoever the hell. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe it'll be like a Jimmy Fallon show just on the daytime, or like a Jimmy Kimmel. Like I said, those are not my cup of tea type of shows. I need a cup of tea. You get what I'm saying when I'm watching this show. So basically, I had to change the channel once he did Hot Topics, and he was talking about the Liam. First of all, this whole Miley Cyrus stuff is old. I don't know why you're talking about it now. Second of all, he doesn't have the same interest in Hot Topics like Wendy has. Like, he made it more of, it was him trying to be a joke, because this is just a regular straight man just talking about hot topics and celebrity news and stuff like that. Like, yes, it can get funny. Like, we can read the celebrities or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, it's tea. Like, I need the juice. You get what I'm saying? You're not giving it to me. You're just giving it to me. You're making it a comedy. Not everything is a comedy now. Not everything about entertainment news. And I'm not taking this serious, because at the end of the day, we do have fun. Commentators that talk about celebrity news and entertainment news, we have fun when we're talking about topics. However, is not a comedy, though. You get what I'm saying? That's why I kind of got angry or whatever at iTunes. Okay, I know I'm over here getting mad at the powers that be. I appreciate you guys at iTunes for having my podcast on iTunes for as long as I've did it, because before it was really hard to get on iTunes, and they really had to, look through your podcast to see if it was worthy enough where they have a good sound, because not everyone has that type of money to have that good sound. But iTunes put anybody on now. Anyway, they were doing this new thing, because I got the article from my hosting platform that they're going to be changing, and this is a whole nother topic, but whatever, we're just going to get into it. You know how this podcast is. They were doing this whole thing where they're changing people's categories to help them with listenership and stuff like that. And my subject, my category was society and culture, which I feel like, it was news and politics, but I don't talk about politics. So I was like, all right, let me just change it around. So I changed it to society and culture. A lot of T pages, a lot of drama podcasts, they have society and culture, but mine just got switched to comedy. I'm like, this is not a comedy. This is a podcast that talks about the news that's going on with these celebrities. All right, I'm like, is that how you think of my podcast? That's if they listen to it, because people don't. All these podcasts on here, not iTunes isn't listening to it, obviously. But I'm not no damn comedy, but whatever. Jerry O makes, back to Wendy. With the Jerry O show, it seems like he's trying to be funny, and first of all, he's not funny. I could understand if he was actually doing this and the shit was actually funny. It's not. And like I said, I give this one season, still to this day, I give this one episode now. Like, this is not, no one's listening to this. No one's gonna watch this. What was she thinking? I know exactly what she was thinking, because this is what people said in the beginning. Wendy Williams wanted to make sure nobody could ever take her job. And she made it, and she did. She can't nobody take her job. You know what? If I can't do it, then nobody can. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get Hot Topics at all. It is very disappointed, because someone that could have been like a prodigy of you could have took the mantle to keep this shit going. Because at the end of the day, I don't get my news from Wendy, because Wendy's news, I mean, it's a little dated because it's television and she has to make sure everything is vetted and you have to make sure that everything is correct so you don't get sued. So I understand why the lateness of the topics lately, even though Wendy used to be really, really, really on point, child. But, time change, but it was an entertaining show. You get what I'm saying? And it kept people in check. Like a lot of celebrities, they hate Wendy. And I guess that's why people don't really care about it. Because when I was talking about it to people, he was like, "Oh, well, that's what happened." I'm like, yeah, it seemed like nobody cared. Definitely, the celebrities don't care because, like, oh, no one can come for me no more. Like no one can, honey. Let me tell you something. Just because one person is not in the game no more or is leaving the game, does not mean someone else won't take the mantle. Okay, we still got a lot of people that's in the media. Like Jason Lee. You get what I'm saying? We still got, like, Perez Hilton is still out there, I think. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard much from him, but definitely Jason Lee. Like, he has the charisma and just he just say whatever the hell he wants. You get what I'm saying? And his tea. And there's a lot of people. But my thing is, like, why didn't you give the mantle to that type of person? Why did you just give it to the person that's just like that obviously is oblivious to hot topics and entertainment news? It's just all just comedy. I give it one season. No one's gonna watch this. I'm being very, very honest with you now. Maybe if it was some late night show, like I said, he could have did that. I mean, like, what is the deal? I don't even know. But tell me what y'all think about that. And then, I don't know. I just find it just it's just aggravating that happened and that it just ended that way. But at the end of the day, we got to keep things moving. And if there's no one that she's going to pass the mantle to, I guess, honey, I'll do it myself, child. I'm like Thanos on these hoes. Like, I'm taking the gauntlet. I'll be like, all right, fine. I'll do it myself. Okay. Because I'm going to keep this. Look, it's always been my dream or whatever to do hot topics like Wendy has. If I do podcasting for the rest of my life, if I end up doing radio, or if I luck up and get on television, it don't matter. I'm gonna still do some hot topics because that's what it's all about. And I feel like also with my podcast, I have noticed that I spend too much time on the intro and not on the hot topics, which that is definitely going to change, especially when I get this surprise that you guys are gonna. Well, I guess I can tell y'all. I might be getting a co-host. We'll just see when I go back to college. We'll just see how things are. I have to, how podcasts go. You know how talk when you're doing some sort of a content making and you want to add somebody else into the mix. You have to make sure y'all both have the same charisma, or you guys have chemistry, as I can say. So we'll be doing a lot of chemistry meetings and seeing if things as well, if the conversation is good when we talk about certain topics, is that person is in your best interest of the podcast, which I think he is. I mean, I met him when we were doing the All Love Is Love photo shoot, and we met there and we just connected there, which I think is good. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, this podcast I need a second voice because talking to myself is just, it can get crazy. Now, more of an update on me being on the radio. I'm going to be on live radio. I'm just so happy about that. So it's next Tuesday, guys. Next Tuesday. That is exactly, let me get the date because, people need to have dates. Next Tuesday, the 20th of August. Okay? That's next Tuesday. I'll be on live radio around 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Now, if you like jazz, that's the music that's going to play. All I'm doing is announcing music, and I might tie in a little intro in the beginning or say some commentary in between the breaks or whatever. But yes, this is my first debut on live radio. Now, of course, this is a different station. You need an HD radio, which a lot of you probably don't have. But you can also listen to it online. It's at jazzon2.org. I will have the link in this description of wherever you're getting this at. And also, if you miss it, which I will be very upset, I will have an archived version on the podcast. So you'll listen to it there if you want to, if you like jazz. There'll be like a little special I don't know. Maybe it could be my 50th episode. I don't know. Because I'm trying to figure out I want to do something special for the 50th episode. And we're getting close. Like, I'm getting really close. Like, I think this is the 35th episode. So I got, math. It's a lot to go. I mean, it's a lot more episodes to go, especially once I go back to school. I'm going to be only doing one episode a week, which is really going to slow it down. But we're getting close. Okay, I remember I was close last time, and then I deleted all my episodes. I was so mad. I don't know why I did that, but things happen. I do what I do. Anyway, a little bit of update on last episode with Miley Cyrus. Now, the girl was spotted locking lips with Brody Jenner's ex-wife. I'm like, girl, this girl don't know what she want to do with her life, child. She want to be a dude. She want to be the girl. I don't know. Miley Cyrus, at this point, she's just doing whatever. And, hey, that's what's up. I guess if that's their thing, child, I told you. Liam wasn't with that rah-rah. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm out of this. But get a load of this, though. I seen this on the Shade Room. So the hashtag boycott Walmart starts to trend after the company announces they will remove violent video games displayed from stores, but will reportedly still sell guns. What type of dumb shit is that? I guess guns sell more. I just said, well, we either get rid of violent video games or guns. Guns seem to be selling more, so let's just keep that and just get rid of the violent video games. I'm like, what? How the hell am I supposed to get? Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save up some money to get a PS4. Or whatever, child, because there's a couple of games I really want to play. Like, I want to play that Spider-Man game, that Avengers game, and just get GTA, because I love that game when I was in my old college. However, I'm probably going to get it online. But, like, hey, how would that just sound dumb? Like, why would y'all ever think that, okay, yeah, why is the video games the issue? You get what I'm saying? No, it's the guns. Okay, you can stop selling guns, but you don't want to do that because it's giving y'all money. It has nothing to do with video games. I mean, like, okay, well, let's do a little percentage. We can have some statistics that can show that the mass shootings come from people that play a lot of video games that are like violent. But at the end of the day, you cannot bar it from its users. We've been playing this shit for years. A lot of people have been playing this stuff for years. I played GTA. I don't feel like shooting up no goddamn store, even though you could do it on the game. That doesn't mean I want to do it. Everybody's different. Everybody's wired different. It's about people watching their damn children, people taking care of their damn children, making sure they're not out here acting a mess. Okay? And it's about these stores just allowing guns to be distributed. So, real tea. Yeah, but whatever. I'm with the people that's boycotting Walmart. Walmart been acting up anyway with them. Oh, save money. Ain't no save money in that damn store. Child, please. But anyway, let's get into these hot topics. Like I said, I wanted to get right into it. We only took 17 minutes for the intro, which I kind of like. I like it to be. But before we get into the hot topics, here's a word from our sponsors. All right, we're back. I got to put my commercials on there, child. Look, I'm trying to get paid. You okay? I'm capitalizing off everything. This is the capitalization country, okay? Anyway, let's talk about Cream Radio, because this is what y'all came here for. This is why I started to record this, because I have the energy and I got a lot of tea that's been going. Let's just start with Queen Radio, okay? I didn't see it, thanks to Nicki, because she always wants to do Cream Radio on a weird day like Monday in the afternoon when I'm on my dang internship. But whatever, I got the gist, and I got the gist of what the stuff that was talked about on there. Like I said, if anything happens after this, you have to wait till the after show on Sunday. Sorry, not sorry. It's only 2 days, so calm down. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the Trina situation. we're going to start there. Then we're going to ease on into the Joe Budden shit. Okay, so for those who didn't know or don't know, Trina's A&R went to Instagram talking about how Nicki's fraudulent and she doesn't support her collabs or whatever, this, that, and the third. And I deleted the damn photo. Okay, I'm trying to read exactly what he said because I can't. Wow. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. So this is what he said in his little post. I want to address this issue so bad, this BAPS record and video, and it's taking everything inside me not to remain quiet. This isn't the first time Nicki Minaj has pulled a stunt, and trust me, it's cool. I can't get over how fake people can be for a little fame, likes, and followers. When everyone tried to warn me, I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. I can't wait to see how all this is about to play out because you can't stop karma's reign. Shame on you. I mostly feel sorry for the barbs because they don't have a clue how a deceiver, manipulator her leader is. And then in there he was like, hashtag I got time today, hashtag I'm not being quiet, hashtag my vocals to Cardi B. So then when he said that shit, I'm like, all right now. Because at the end of the day, you can have your little issue with Nicki, but then you just people always want to just tie in Cardi's name. Like, it's just like, do anything for clout, like for real. Okay. Now, he also got on the Funky Dineva show to have an exclusive interview to explain exactly what the hell, like, where did that come from? Here's a snippet from it.
In the correspondence with Nicki then to do the video, Trina was unsuccessful with getting in contact with her. We would text her. Nobody knew where she was. Nicki just fell off the face of the earth. I tried to keep the shit a secret. I didn't want people to know that Trina did the record with Nicki on the second one. Didn't say something, but some people had done got a whiff of it, and they was like, man, listen, she is not about to do that video. And I'm like, well, what you mean? They was like, I know her personally. Like, people in her camp, they all in my ear telling me, oh, she ain't doing shit. Like, she don't even really with Trina like that. So it's like, I'm like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, man, she not like that. That's not Nicki. Doing business and moving forward with any artist. If you don't want to do the video with the artist, then don't do the song. I am addressing it because as we sit back and we watch, everybody is watching. Everybody is looking at it. They're hitting me up. They like, damn, well, tell me why Nicki ain't got the same kind of energy with Trina stuff. Like, she posted the album cover on her story. You posted it on your story. Why didn't you post it on your page? You gave 24 hours of promotion for a song that you're on and you're a part of.
I do want to say I know that I'm about to change the game for what I did because now there will be a lot of inspiring artists to now know and be more knowledgeable that when they do a collaboration with another artist, that they make sure that they work with an artist that's going to be 100% supportive of that song. Don't do a song with me and then you can't perform it when it's time to do a show. Don't do a song with me when it's time to do the video and then you can't be fully supportive. Don't do a song with me if you can't post it on your page. Like, I think these artists need to know that, and that's how I'm going to change the game.
So, the whole issue is Nicki did a song recently. She did a song with Meg Thee Stallion. And now they're doing a video. This is what I predicted in the last episode. Where I said, okay, maybe Trina and her team is mad that Nicki is just doing the video just off the rip with Meg, and she's not doing the video for BAPS. And when Trina pressed her on the last Queen Radio episode was about, oh, hey, when you gonna do the video? Nicki was making up any type of excuse. Okay. How I feel about this situation, and I watched the Impressive channel, and she made a good point. At the end of the day, it would be nice if Nicki would have did a video with you, but she's not obligated. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't, in a way, it doesn't really benefit Nicki to do a video with you. Not saying that you're not relevant enough, but at the end of the day, like, yes, Nicki's gonna definitely do a song with Megan, gonna do a video for Megan because this is good for pop culture right now, and the song is hot. I'm sorry, BAPS was not good. And I'm mad, Funky Dineva had an opportunity to really ask him like the questions like, well, maybe is it that she felt that the song wasn't good? I was waiting for that conversation to happen because obviously the song just was not good enough for a video. Nicki did that same thing when she got mad and was trying to call Cardi saying, oh, you stopping my bag because they didn't want to do a video for No Flags. But it took Cardi to be like, okay, but the song just was not good enough to do a video. It didn't do well. I mean, I'm no smart person when it comes to the music industry, but I do know if the song just isn't good, they're not going to do a video for it. If it doesn't chart nowhere. You only do a video when it charts because then you want to keep it charting. You want to keep it in that space that it's in or make it, bigger. Baps just was not that good. Now, like I said, Nicki's not obligated to do nothing. And the thing about it is, though, y'all did this song 2 years ago and y'all didn't do the video back then. And his excuse was, oh, well, it was times was different then. People was wearing different clothes and stuff like that. And honey, people wearing the same clothes. We got people wearing the same clothes from the 90s. Please. Y'all could have been did that video. And that's what she said on the Cream Radio. She was like, if y'all would have did the video back then when I was in Miami, we could have got it done. Because when I get busy, she get busy. And it's not like Nicki's not doing nothing. She has a lot to do. You get what I'm saying? I'm on Nicki's side with this wholeheartedly. I feel that she's not obligated to do, just drop at a drop of a dime. Just come at your beck and hand. You get what I'm saying? But she's going to do it for Meg because at the end of the day, Meg is hot right now. That's what's hot right now. And Hot Girl Summer is a banger. I don't care what nobody got to say. And then they tried to sit there and be like, oh, well, you chose to put out Megatron the same day her album dropped. Like, that's kind of shady, this, that, and the third. I'm like, they don't have no... And Nicki, it took Nicki to say it. Like, I don't have no decision on when my stuff drops. It's the label wanted it to drop that day. So it's a lot that's going on, and then people, her team, and my thing is, why isn't Trina saying anything? Why is her team, first of all, her A&R, which is very unprofessional, to come out of the woodwork and say that, yeah, well, and just make beef at another artist? That's just very, like, this is something Atlantic Records would not do. This does not happen. You get what I'm saying? When that whole beef between Cardi and Nicki arose, it was between them two. Nobody's team was coming out and talking and making exclusive interviews. So that's very unprofessional on Trina's part. And at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. At the end of the goddamn day, and then this whole homage thing, yeah, whatever, they all was cool. But you have to understand, your artist has to make sure that they get people to get on their songs that show their same best interests. Okay? You know how many people I had on this show? You would know how many people that I had on this show that was either a co-host or I promoted their stuff, and I get no type of promotion in return. I had people that was on this show that didn't even post that they was on it. I'm like, what is the damn point? And you know what? I could get mad at them and be like, oh my God, y'all fake. But you know what? I'm not burning no bridges. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to keep it professional. You have to keep it professional, and you just got to keep it moving. Please. There was some people that I had to promote. I promoted some stuff on this podcast. I ain't get no promotion in return. Mind you, I'm free. I will promote your stuff for free. That's why I had to stop that. I had to stop them promotions. Because I'm like, y'all ain't going to sit there. I ain't going to sit there promoting for free. No, you won't promote my ass too. You just have to find people that have your best interests. And then you'll get a return. And then just know that's just the moral of this conversation that I'm saying right now. Nobody owe you anything. Nobody owes you a damn thing. And I already know Mona sitting in the background like, ooh, this is going to be a great storyline. Just like on Love and Hip Hop New York when they had freaking Mariah Lynn making some kind of damn dish. I already know. And my thing is, I love Love and Hip Hop Miami now. If y'all make this into a storyline, I swear to God, y'all gonna be done. Like, for real, it's over. Bobby Light's gonna sit there again on his live, talk about yeah, that's my cousin or whatever, and she's not gonna say nothing because she wants to keep the peace. But no, I'm gonna say something like, Nicki, you don't even know what is going on. You don't even know what's going on, boy, because obviously if you did, you would have the tea. There's no tea out here. No, goodbye. I'm done with that. I was like, when I heard about that, I was like, all right now. And I talked to my best friend about it. She was like, well, maybe, you know, Trina could be jealous. I don't think Trina is just jealous. I just feel like she just wanted her to be on the song. And my thing is, her A&R was like, why would you do a song if you're not going to do the video? There's plenty of times Nicki been on songs and has not been in videos. Or that somebody was on her song and they didn't do a video. Like, come on. Like, not every song that has a feature has a video. I know that's like nowadays, that's like, you know, you get a feature with somebody and you're going to do a video, but it's not everybody though. And my thing is, their whole thing was, oh, and it seemed like it was very nitpicking at one point, because it was the part where he was like, oh, well, she posted it on her Insta story for 24 hours. And then, but the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, it was a whole post, 3, 5, 6, 7 posts. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. At the end of the day, I felt like she posted it. She had it on her Queen Radio. A lot of people watch it. And if they liked the song, which I'm sure half of them probably didn't like the song, they would have added it. And then that was a promotion, wasn't it? But you wanted her to jump and jump all these riffs and runs and do all this extra stuff, because that's what people expect of Nicki. They want her. If you don't do all this, then you're, oh my goodness, then you're difficult to work with, or you're fake, or you're manipulative. How is she manipulative if she just decided not to do a damn video? She was trying to be nice to you, which I felt like maybe that part she should have been honest, because I did feel like Nicki never really wanted to do a video with them. Then at that point, I will say that's the only part where I would say, okay, well, maybe she should have just said no, or she should have just said, yeah, I'm not doing no video. It would have been very clear. However, she don't owe y'all no damn video. She gave y'all a verse. And then the whole budget thing. Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the budget thing, because when that was asked on the Funky Dineva show, he had no clear response, but he said something will be coming out later. Y'all didn't have the money. So now it's that. It's that. Y'all didn't have the money to house Nicki in there. Yeah, you thought you think this is gonna be for free? I'm telling you, these black businesses, child, I love them to death. I will support them. But sometimes, look, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna get no freebie out of me. So it's like, you know, it's just always a lot of people don't understand. Well, what is there not to understand? That's why Funky Dineva was like, well, I'm hard. I can't understand what you're trying to say here, because he wanted to say and that's why he shouldn't have been on there. He wanted to say they didn't have the money, but he didn't want to say it because that would make the team and Trina look bad. That's what it was. That's why you shouldn't have been on there, because then it won't have people have room to. And I'm not saying this as a barb. I'm being very unbiased about this, because I do point out where Nicki was wrong too. Like I said, she should have told them that I wasn't going to do this song. But no, you don't have your peoples, you don't have your team going out on social media. You get fired for that. Because at the end of the day, that has to do with this artist and that artist. That has nothing to do with the team. That's just bad business, to be honest with you. And you know what? I can't wait to Love and Hip Hop Miami, because I want to know that side of the story. Because I know Mona got some cameras out right now and just over at Trina's house right now just to see what's going on. I just know there's going to be a storyline. So we'll wait. We'll wait to see what happens, child. We'll wait another year. Okay. So I had to do an update on this topic regarding Trina. So basically, you know, recently, upon a recent event, she went on her live on Instagram to clear the air about the whole situation. And here's a snippet from it.
Thug or Twitter fingers, I don't do all that. I'm not gonna play the blame game. I'm gonna take full responsibility from everything that came from my side. This is my project, my album. I'm gonna stand on 10 toes and deal with that. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody has an opinion, and you're entitled to that. But you're not going to disrespect nobody. Another female artist, you're not going to disrespect Nicki Minaj or nobody else that's on my album. Because these people did this off my face and my favor. They did it because my relationship with them. I don't appreciate, I don't condone, I don't give the approval for anybody, no man, stay out of girl shit. Don't come sideways talking about anything that has to do with women business. I'm a boss. My face is clean on the streets. I pay my dues, my tithes, everything I gotta do, I make sure it's done.
Okay. So, okay, my bad, Trina, my bad. This is me retracting on the same episode. Yes, this was your team's fault. Your A&R is very unprofessional. I hope he's fired at this point and he'll never work in this town again. And yeah, that's just basically what it is. You really cannot, like, if I had a client that was a high profile celebrity, that's just like unsafe because, okay, now you out of this situation. What if it was another situation? You get what I'm saying? Who are you talking to? You get what I'm saying? Who are you talking about me to? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, she set the record straight, and I apologize if I came off a little bit too hard on you, but it really was the team I was talking about. It wasn't really Trina, but yeah, girl, you need a new team, child. With shoot, Nicki need a new team too, child. Y'all both get some new teams on the O's, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole Trina situation, and it's an ongoing situation. I love to see them on Cream Radio to talk it out or whatever, but I don't know. I think Nicki is, I feel like she doesn't know what to feel at this point because it's like, okay, we thought you were behind it. Now you're blaming your team. So it's like, I don't know. Like, what do I believe? But anyway, back to this episode. But let me point my attention somewhere else though. I wanted to talk about the whole Joe Budden thing, and then something else that kind of really grind my gears about Nicki for a little bit. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is where I have to step out of being a barb. Because I'm going to be really honest. Now, when she was arguing with Joe Budden, first of all, I'm like, let me just say this. First of all, why are we over here just allowing people on your show that you had beef with or apparent beef with just to talk it out? I'm like, well, shit, are you going to invite Lil' Kim? Because now that would be a legendary mother child. Okay, you going to have Cardi on there? You going to have Remy on there? Come on, let's have them all three on there. You get what I'm saying? Because, and you are right. A lot of men shouldn't address you. They should address your husband. I wanted to get into that a little bit. I'm like, oh, so we doing that now. So stop addressing these men then. Stop putting them on your show. Stop giving them a time of day, because at the end of the day, it's irrelevant. Why don't you address the situation? Because you talked about the motorsport situation. I really feel like she wanted this conversation with Cardi. Let me clarify. Because when she was talking about it, I'm like, Joe Budden wasn't even really the ones that was pressing this shit that you didn't know. Everybody said that. Everybody said that you didn't know that Cardi was on the verse, and I thought that was BS. Let me not be on their side. I thought it was BS that they said it, because they're just going off of, and Joe Budden has been known to be incorrect. He is, and I remember the people on his show had to check him sometimes. Now I'm like, what type of podcast is that? What? Let me get my low water. What type of podcast is that? He's been known to be wrong. Now, to be honest, when that whole situation, that whole motorsport fiasco was happening, I felt like people like Charlamagne the God was really milking the situation in the wrong way. And I feel like, yes, they are part of the media. And she kind of explained that on the Joe Budden podcast, because she went on that too. It's like, you guys are the gatekeeper of hip hop, or you guys are the gatekeeper of the opinions that are said about her. However, I feel like Joe Budden did get on the straight and narrow after 2018. Like when 2018 hit and your album dropped, like he was one of the supporters, one of the few supporters that I've seen on the internet that actually said that your album was actually dope. So I feel like he kind of redeemed himself, you know, from speaking all this crap about you until now. Her direction it seemed like it was towards Cardi. She wanted to have this conversation with Cardi, but that was not happening. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. That was just not happening. That's never probably gonna happen. I know I just joked about it earlier, saying, "Oh, why don't you have them on?" But that's not gonna happen. If it does, child, I'm eat crow. But I don't think they would ever get to sitting down on a conversation. I don't even want to speak that into existence. Now, and again, I think it's old shit. It's old shit. This happened 2017. When him and Academics was talking about this, it happened in 2017. It is 2019. It's old. I'm looking at Nicki like it's not. It doesn't bother her, but she looks bothered. Do you guys get what I'm saying though? Because obviously we know that she's not pressed about the situation. She is over the situation. It's above her now. But it's just like, what was the point of this conversation? I feel like he said way worse about you than this. I mean, he just said that you just lied, or not that you lied. He said that you just didn't know that she was on the Motorsport song. Which, why is that? Okay, I would just wait for him to be like, okay, could you just admit that you were wrong and then just move on and talk about something else? Because this is so irrelevant. At this point, it's so irrelevant, girl. It was a good song. And then he turned it around and was like, oh, well, was it that y'all was going after each other? Y'all both was going after each other on the verse. But she didn't want to say, she was like, oh, why you changed this up? Why you changed this up? I'm like, that was a good topic right now. That was a good point. What? What were y'all? Because it's like, I don't know. That's the type of conversation. I wanted the conversation to go there. But obviously, it would open a can of worms. Okay, because we don't need any more beefs. But hey, she done started a whole lot of crap this week. Then when it got to the part where the whole drugs thing, I'm with Nicki on that. I'm be honest with you. I was with Nicki on that because it looks bad when you sit there and say somebody's on drugs. And I kind of heard this on the Breakfast Club. I think Charlamagne was almost kind of on Nicki's side when he was like, okay, yeah, he talked about, I may have smoked a little crack with my weed or whatever. But that doesn't mean that I'm on it. I'm not on drugs. I may have dealt with it, but I'm not on it. There's a difference when you say certain things. And the way Joe Budden said it, it made it seem like Nicki was on drugs. Not saying that Nicki did it or not, but I'm just saying the way it looked. So I was with Nicki on that part, and she was right to kick him out. If I think she did. I think she kicked him out because he ended up leaving. And she got real. Whew, child, that's the loudest I've ever. I didn't think Nicki could get any louder on Queen Radio, but she has done it. Yeah. I mean, he was definitely wrong. He was wrong on certain things. Let me not defend him at all, because at the end of the day, like, he did say some messed up stuff. He says a lot of messed up things about a lot of people, a lot of rappers and stuff like that, just living their life, and then you just have an opinion on it. However, comment, this is what this is. This is what this business is. We talk about you guys. You guys do the music. You do the dumb shit. We talk about it. You get what I'm saying? But it should be the truth, or alleged, at least. She went on the Joe Budden podcast. I made sure I did a little post on that on Instagram, like, oh, she's on live. That was really, that would not go down on this podcast. Do not sit there and go on live while we're recording, because this is a pre-record. And if somebody sees that on live, they're not going to watch my show. They're only going to watch the part that you recorded. So I'm like, man, I would have been like, that whole live would have been shut down. But you know, it's Nicki Minaj. You ain't telling her to do nothing. Which I understand. Because shoot, if she was on this podcast, I'd be like, go ahead. You keep on going. But no. She talked about you don't have it. They go in deep into their situation, and I just hope that other things get addressed. So we'll be watching the Joe Budden podcast. Hopefully it comes out this week so that I can do a review on that on Sunday. Because you already know I'm probably going to have to do a review on this. Now, I watched The Breakfast Club. They do their little commentary on the whole situation. They did it today, actually, or I think it was yesterday. I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, now I want Charlamagne and The Breakfast Club to go on Cream Radio next to see if they can just hash out their little issue. Because I feel like her and The Breakfast Club have been beefing for years. They've been beefing for millennia. It was ever since Charlamagne called Anaconda whack, which I don't think it was whack. It just wasn't in y'all's taste. But they've been beefing ever since, and it just seems like there's a machine or there's some kind of culprit behind. He even said himself, there's no men in the corner saying that, oh, let's end Nicki, and he also said, don't be the next Monique, which I've said before. I've said to my best friend. I'm not sure if I said this on the podcast, but I did say some things where I don't want her to be Monique, because at the end of the day, look at what it got her. But I think Nicki is on her. I think she's on that wave where she just does not care. She's going to out people that are doing a lot of injustices, because she's entitled to think and feel however she wants. However, I just don't want her to be like Monique, because Monique really, like, we're talking nobody. Like, she's doing low grade interviews with people that are just like me. You get what I'm saying? Just starting out and starting the thing. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want that to ever be like Nicki, but I think Nicki's she's in a space where she can curse out an important person and still be out there doing her thing. You know, she raised enough money to not care. And you know, that's the same type of wave that Beyonce's on, but Beyonce's not vocal about shit no more. She's not vocal at all. She doesn't talk to nobody but her own. Which I wish Nicki was like that, but you know, she is who she is. And things need to be addressed. Here's what I want from Cream Radio. You done had Joe Budden on there now. Have Charlamagne on there. Have DJ Envy on there. Should have Remy on there. Kim. Cardi will come a little later. Well, we don't want Cardi right now because the stuff is still kind of it's at a point where it's but it can go back there. And Cardi also said a little something, child. She made a little post and delete. She gonna be like, oh, I should run a whole blog at this race. She was quoting her little clout song or whatever, but she deleted it because she knew them barbs would be like, don't start your shit again. Don't start it. No, but for real, I feel like if you gonna have this them coming onto your show so you could talk about this, I mean, hey, we'll live for it. We'll live for the whole thing. You get what I'm saying? And this whole new thing where she said y'all can address my husband now. Okay, Nicki. Okay, we get it. I do feel like no men should be disrespecting Nicki. You know. Nothing, you know, as of not even her just being a woman, just disrespect in general. However, if there are some stories that need to be said and you're in it, then that's just my job. That's just the people's job at the end of the day. You can't get mad and then want to sit there and get your boyfriend to kill somebody just because someone has like an opinion or someone has a view or an exclusive on you. Let's be very clear about that. Okay. And one other thing that really pissed me off with Nicki, and look, I'm such a person that's just like, I can be a little wishy-washy when it comes to certain people, and I love Nicki to death, but that whole black girl tragic hashtag, you shouldn't have not done that, because it's clear that was a moment where that PR just needed to just show up and be like, and my thing is, do you have a black PR? Because if you have a white PR, this is the issue. You get what I'm saying? Because obviously she didn't know that, if for those who don't know, the hashtag Black Girl Tragic is a movement that surrounds itself around black women that were killed wrongfully. That's what the movement is about. The hashtag Black Girl Tragic. You can find it on Twitter. And she used it in a way to disrespect black women because of who she's with, because people don't because of the whole thing, the whole conspiracy behind her boyfriend and how he's like alleged rapist and alleged, an alleged just felon, all around felon. You get what I'm saying? He has a record. Okay, let me tell you something, girl. The people that I've heard that said some negative stuff about your man were people that were non-black. They were TMZ. You get me? They were people that are on these blogs. I don't see regularly. Now, you're disrespecting a small amount of your fan base, which won't do nothing really to affect you or anything like that, but that's still kind of disrespectful. Like, because at the end of the day, she has more gay people that are fans of hers, but there are black women that are fans of hers. And I do understand. I understand how she feels. I understand her feelings towards that, because there are black women that do disrespect her. I'll be honest. I only know one black woman right now, and that's my best friend, that has ever been a fan of hers, that has ever defended her. I was defending Nicki from black women sometimes back in my high school, middle school, and high school. So I understand how she feels, but why did you say it? Like, why did you say that? And then she used the term black bitches on the Joe Budden podcast, which I was like, oh, girl. That was a PR moment to be in there like, girl, we cannot do that. We definitely cannot. Now, I feel like black women have their right to use that term because they're black women, just like black people are allowed to use the N-word if they they can, and gay people, I guess, we don't use the F-word, but there's still there is people that use it. There are gay people that do use the F-word, but I don't use it. I mean, so I guess I give that a pass. But the whole hashtag Black Girl Tragic, come on now, you using just a movement to diminish and just to disrespect a lot of black women. That's why people have a hard time liking you. You get what I'm saying? You want that connection with women. Well, with black women, rather, because that's what it is. Because when you were doing your Megatron challenge, that's all you posted. All you posted was black women doing your little rap challenge. And then the men that you were using were straight, which really that's just another can of worms I want to say. That's just so weird how you have all these people in the community, in the LGBT community, that rock with you, but you put on straight men that rocks to you, but there's probably the same ones that were probably coming for your ass on social media, because a lot of men do not respect Nicki because she's a independent woman that is doing her thing better than them. A lot of men are jealous of that, and she said that with Joe. But let's be honest, that is true. You had straight people you put on straight people on your damn page, but you put a couple of LGBTs. Okay, you had a couple. You get what I'm saying? But we're the masses. We are your fans. You get what I'm saying? But no, that's just a whole nother other can of worms that we'll bring up. I want to have that conversation with other people. Okay, because I want some dialogue. But other than that, I was with her with the Trina thing, and I was kind of leaning towards her when Joe Budden was trying to say that she was on drugs or whatever. But I was not with the whole Black Girl Tragic thing, and I was not with the whole just bringing up that motorsport thing. It's old. It's 2 years ago. We got to get over that. This is a new day. This is a new day and age. I loved how you worked with Megan, and even though people say, "Oh, she did it for clout," yes, like who is not clout chasing these days? I know Cardi didn't have it in your heads now that everyone do things for clout. Yes, everybody, including her, everyone does stuff for clout. What you think I'm doing this podcast for? You get what I'm saying? Clout is, people have made that word into a bad thing. It's just, at the end of the day, too much of anything is bad for you. You get what I'm saying? If you're always seeking that of everything that you do, then yes, that could be toxic. But for the most part, yes, Nicki did it because she wanted, of course. The hell? I mean, like, Meg Thee Stallion is hot right now. Now, I feel like she genuinely likes Meg. I do feel like that. But, you know, she also doing it for her benefit, too. She benefited off of Hot Girl Summer. She would not benefit off of Baps because it just wasn't a good song. And Trina's not that relevant. She ain't, child. And I feel like I'm talking about this. Ooh, girl. What? 50 minutes? Are you kidding me? Yo, I'm really hyped right now. This is the first time I ever went to 50 minutes. Wow, we're almost at an hour on the whole. Okay. All right. And I got another topic to talk about anyway. Okay. So I wanted to talk about Katy Perry now. Yes, Katy. So, let's talk about it. Katy Perry accused of sexual misconduct by the Teenage Dream star. Let's be real. Let's get into this. Katy Perry has been accused of sexual misconduct by Josh Kloss. Kloss? Okay. The man who played her love interest in Teenage Dream music video. Mind you, that came out when I was in middle school. Why are we talking about this now? But hey, we're not going to sit there and say that somebody's sexual assault is wrong. So Josh took to Instagram to write a lengthy post claiming that she once pulled down his pants and exposed him to her friends. This is what he said in the post. This one time I brought a friend who was dying to meet her. It was Johnny Wilkes or whatever. These men's names, child. Birthday party at the Moonlight Rollerway. And when I saw her, we hugged and she was still my crush. Mind you, the person that was the star had a major crush on Katy Perry. You'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later. But as I turned around to introduce my friend, she pulled down my Adidas sweats and underwear out as far as she could, and a couple of her guy friends in the crowd around us saw his Can you imagine how pathetic and embarrassing I felt? He wrote, I just say this now because our culture is set on proving men of power, but females with power are just as disgusting. I made around $650 in total of the Teenage Dream. I lorded over her reps about not discussing a single thing about anything regarding Katy Perry publicly. And a couple interviews they edit and answered for me. So happy anniversary to one of the most confusing, assaulting, and belittling jobs I've ever done. Yeah, Teenage Dream. Well, he said, yeah, hashtag Teenage Dream. Now, this Johnny character who was mentioned, he mentioned his name on the post, also made a response to this. Oh, hell no. I'm not about to let you make assumptions against my friend like this. This is such bullshit. Katy would never do something like that. We all know about your ongoing obsession with her since the day of filming the video. You were writing her music and planning an imaginary future with her. It's not okay to do this to people who have done nothing but uplift and inspire others. Focus on your life and your daughter and move on, Josh. I'll be praying for you. We all will. Now, Katy Perry didn't say nothing back. I didn't hear nothing. I'm looking at the blogs right now to see if there was anything that she said back. Was there any retraction or anything like that? So we kind of don't know what exactly, who to believe, I would say. I feel that, that type of energy is not given to the men that gets assaulted. And when it comes to sexual assault, men also can get sexually assaulted by women, by other men, and that is true. However, it's hearsay. That's one of those that's just, I was kind of apprehensive of talking about this because it's hearsay. Is no proof. We don't know who this guy is. And then it really looks bad on Josh because you came out with this, because it's the anniversary of your song. And yeah, people did do an anniversary tribute to Katy, and it was a good song. Why you come out with it now? Like, why now? I feel like maybe, and you know, because I'm a Libra, you get what I'm saying? Like, I have a hard time picking sides, but I do try to see the argument on both sides, because that's what I want. That's what I want you guys to think about. I'm not like these people that are just like, oh, yes, you're wrong. Oh, yes, this is right. You know, I'm not all alt-right Katie or just for whatever. You get what I'm saying? I feel that it looks bad that you waited this long to respond to this. But in his defense, back in the day, I mean, this pulling someone's pants down to like embarrass them and doing all that stuff. Back in the day, it just didn't look like assault. It was just them just joking around. You get what I'm saying? Nowadays, that is assault. There's a lot of things that we're learning about now that a lot of people did back in the day. It just was like, oh, whatever. But now we're in this Me Too phase, which I feel like I'm not coming for the Me Too movement right now, because at the end of the day, yes, I mean, that is very embarrassing. If someone did that to me, I'll be very pissed. You get what I'm saying? I'll be ready to sue somebody. But I feel that it's hearsay. And Katie has no one else is coming out about this saying that, oh yeah, this really did happen. And Katie really did do that. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe he could be a crazy fan that is in love with her and just like wants to end her because she doesn't want to be with him. I don't know. We don't know. But that's just the moral of the story. And I'm just looking at a blog to see if there's anything else, because, you know, there's always some stuff. There's always some stuff that when I'm recording this podcast always comes out after I do this damn podcast. Don't you hate that? For my content creators that actually that listen to the show that also does content like me, do y'all hate that? Like when you're coming up with some news, some heavy news on these hoes, right? And then you sit there and edit it. And they come back and they're like, oh, well, yeah, this happened now you got to update it. I'm like, oh, well, no, I'm not going to retract nothing. I'm just going to do an update on the next episode. But anyway, I think that's it for Hot Topics today. We did a good 57 minutes. Like, if it would have hit an hour, I would have been dead. I've never hit 50 in my life. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Thank you for listening to this show. And until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green. This is the Darren Green Show, signing out.